Hello, my fragrance lovers and my good smelling companions. You are very welcome to my review of John Varvatos Vintage. What I will say first off with this cologne is, personally, I love the bottle design. I like how there's a leathery kind of thing going on here, how there's a kind of a nice brassy top to it, and it sort of nice blends in with the writing. And I like the dark brownish sort of the whole tone of the bottle, because this is kind of a leathery kind of a scent. I have had the John Varvatos. They're not that great or well known for staying a long time or having great projection on the skin, but nevertheless I think there's a certain subtleness to Varvatos, and I think that perhaps they're not meant to be too, screaming out. But I've heard a lot of things about this one. The basic things you need to know are some of the main sort of themes or notes that you will get, and then the setting in which you'll be wearing this kind of a cologne normally. So in here you have, let's give it a little waff. Wait for that to settle now. Okay, yeah, well, there's the tonka, there's the suede, there's the kind of a leathery thing going on, and then there's a tobacco-y sort of, you could think of a man in a rocking chair with a brandy and a cigar, and you wouldn't be too far off vintage, although young fellows can wear this as well. There is some kind of a sweet element as well. Maybe that's the cinnamon or something. Is almost like brown sugar or something, if there could be such a smell as that. But there is a nice kind of a sweetness, as well as a kind of just a men's feel. It's a bit hard to put that into words, but yes, it's masculine, but it's got this kind of almost like a senior gentleman as well to it. I mean, some of it is on the name. It says vintage, so which of itself really means it's kind of old, isn't it? But it's kind of something that's kind of old and new kind of a thing, because it's still able to be a versatile modern day cologne that you spray on. You smell good, you're respectable, and when you put this on yourself, you yourself are inclined to behave sort of in accordance with the scent. I think it kind of goes with a lot of colognes, but you know that you've got something a little more formal perhaps and gentlemanly to live up to. That's my sort of take on it. And okay, it's perfect for occasions like formal occasions. I don't just mean like really boring formal, but everything formal maybe has a little bit of that element, but I mean, I'll explain that. So like, I don't just mean like funerals, I mean like your office. If you're working in an office, you could wear it to work. It's ideal with a suit. It is ideal, with a really kind of a tie and a shirt and a sort of a classy look. Vintage goes nicely with that. Also, if you're working where you don't want too much sort of attention drawn to you, I mean, who doesn't want that, I suppose, but this is a nice, subtle, manly, formal thing to have, and the person who wears it, he knows he's kind of classy, he knows that he's important, and no doubt he is as well. Would you wear it on date nights? It can work, guys. I mean, it's has been said to be sort of an attractive one, but I would emphasize the more formal thing, the more formal element of vintage. So it's I mean, you could wear it out on a date, but I mean, again, if it was something like if it was a lawyer that you were dating, all the better kind of thing. So definitely formal, and it's sophisticated, it's leathery, it's got some tobacco going on, it's nice and smoky, it's affordable, it's very affordable. I mean, this could cost you, £24 or something like that. That's not really a lot for this size bottle. Yeah, I've had this for a while, so I'm afraid I don't know exactly how many ounces it is really, but Oh, there it is. It's 2.5 floor ounces, and so it's a 75 ml bottle. Yeah, that would be sort of what I'd have to say on vintage. Worth getting, definitely good in your arsenal of colognes for those formal days or nights out, and very very gentlemanly, but can be used on young men and even in casual settings as well. But I would stress the formal, of course, and it is versatile. It doesn't last that long, but it sits nicely, and it's subtle, it's sophisticated, and it's good for just the price as well. So hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have any other feedback, leave those below. And hopefully I'll see you. Hopefully you will subscribe to this channel, and there will be more cologne reviews on the way.